The era of spending days, sometimes weeks, producing a single architectural facade concept is coming to an end. Right now, design studios around the world are using AI image generation tools to produce dozens of facade variations in a single afternoon. But here is the problem. There are simply too many tools competing for your attention. Flux, SDXL, Midjourney, DALL-E. The options are multiplying fast, and knowing which one actually performs in professional practice is far from obvious. Today, we go deep on the two models generating the most heat in architectural work right now, Flux and SDXL. We put them head-to-head, directly on real facade design challenges, and show you exactly how they compare. Let's start with the fundamentals. What actually makes these two models different from each other? SDXL is Stability AI's flagship model, released in 2023, and the most widely extended model in the open-source ecosystem. Architecture-specific fine-tunes, like Archimaster and Real Architect, have proliferated on community platforms, giving practitioners a broad library of specialized variants to draw from. Flux, on the other hand, is the newest release from Black Forest Labs, the team that originally built Stable Diffusion, who went independent and launched something that genuinely stunned the industry. When Flux arrived in 2024, its text-image alignment and fine detail rendering set a new benchmark almost overnight. Put simply, SDXL is the battle-tested veteran with a deep bench of community tooling. Flux is the overwhelming newcomer. How does that difference actually show up in architectural facade output? Let's look at the data. When we feed the same prompt into both models, just how different are the results? We evaluated output quality across 4 architectural criteria. First, material fidelity. Board-formed concrete, corten steel, glass curtain walls. Flux reproduced surface texture and reflectivity with striking physical accuracy, while SDXL consistently rendered materials with a softer, almost illustrative quality. Second, geometric precision. On straight lines and structural edges, Flux maintained significantly tighter accuracy. On complex facades, SDXL showed a clear tendency for lines to drift and waver. Third, lighting response. Under dusk, nighttime, and overcast sky conditions, Flux's lighting simulation tracked far more closely to physically plausible behavior. Fourth, contextual integration. Street trees, pedestrians, urban background. Here, both models still have meaningful room to improve. The overall expert assessment paints a consistent picture. Flux holds a clear edge in raw output quality for professional architectural visualization. Even the most powerful model cannot rescue a poorly constructed prompt. Here is a step-by-step breakdown of how to write prompts optimized specifically for architectural facade generation, strategies that hold true whether you are working in Flux or SDXL. Understanding model quality is only half the challenge. The more important question is how to integrate these tools into a professional design workflow that actually delivers results. Leading architectural practices worldwide have converged on 2 distinct integration patterns. The first is the Flux-first exploration, BIM-driven refinement approach. Generate 10 to 20 facade directions rapidly in Flux. Align on a design concept with the client, and then move into detail development using BIM tools such as Autodesk Revit or ArchiCAD. The second is the SDXL fine-tuned brand model approach. Train a custom SDXL model on a studio's own portfolio and design language, so every early-stage concept automatically carries the firm's visual signature from the first iteration. Both patterns share the same underlying logic. AI does not replace construction documentation. It dramatically accelerates client alignment and design validation in the early phases, precisely where speed and direction have the greatest impact on overall project outcomes. Let's be direct about where these tools currently fall short. Despite their impressive outputs, both Flux and SDXL have real limitations that prevent them from serving as complete professional partners in architectural practice today. The first and most critical issue is multi-view structural consistency. Generate the same building from two different camera angles, and the window positions, floor-to-floor heights, and material finishes will change between shots. Until this is resolved, multi-view workflows require companion tools, specifically ControlNet or IP adapter, to maintain visual coherence across viewpoints. The second limitation is the underrepresentation of regional and vernacular architectural traditions. Both models were trained predominantly on Western architectural imagery, which means they struggle to accurately render building typologies outside that canon, whether Japanese traditional architecture, Middle Eastern courtyard forms, Southeast Asian tropical vernacular, or the distinct urban residential languages found across East Asia and Latin America. This training gap requires prompt compensation until regionally specialized fine-tuned models become widely available. The third limitation is the unresolved legal landscape around architectural style attribution. Naming a specific living architect in a commercial prompt currently sits in a legal gray area in most jurisdictions. Exercise caution when delivering AI-assisted renders to clients where style attribution may become a point of contention. Here is the bottom line. If you need the highest single render quality available right now, choose Flux. It sets the current standard for realism in architectural facade output. If you want to build a repeatable, brand-consistent concept pipeline tailored to your studio's design language, an SDXL fine-tune model is the more practical and scalable path. And if you can invest the time to master both, running them at different stages of your design process is the smartest strategy on the table today. AI rendering is not a threat to the architect's role. It is a competitive advantage, the ability to show clients more compelling, more convincing visions of your ideas faster than was ever before possible. The firms that learn to use these tools with precision and intent will define the pace of design communication in the years ahead. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe and drop a comment below.